Welcome to the Big and Small Podcast, coming to you from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Just a couple of guys drinking some beers, having some chow, and talking all things sports.
Nope. I won't. Don't worry.
We're rolling.
All right, we're rolling. So, hey, Big and Small, episode 44. With the lovely Christine Hurley. I am looking forward to the feedback. People are going to see you and be like, oh my God. Actually, I got a good buddy of mine, Mike Mangiafico, that you know.
Yep.
He watches us weekly, and he said, why do you have any females?
Nice.
He said,
Thank you, Mike.
You need to have
Thank you,
females
handsome.
on the show. He said it would add so much. So
Thank you.
You are the first female.
I'm the first one?
You're the first
Oh
one.
my God, I'm the first pit.
You're the first
From the-
interview
I'm the first
female.
pit with
We've had
all-
some females in the
I
background.
love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here. Thank you
It's
very
not
much.
gone.
So
not
Christine is a
We're trying to fish for sponsors, as you can tell.
famous local comedian. Works a ton of, also in the North Shore, my old stomping ground, up at Giggles and
Yep.
Prince Pizza up
Yep.
that way, and
Kowloon.
all over the Kowloon.
Kowloon.
Yep.
Lenny Clark she works with.
Yep.
You work with Riley still a little bit.
Yep.
don't you, Mike?
Yep, Mark. Yep.
Mark Riley.
Just saw him last
Who
week.
used to actually coach with us at Thayer Academy.
Yes, yep,
And,
yep. That's right.
So yeah,
that's
it's
right.
great to have you. We
Honey,
go way back.
Great to be here.
Back
we go,
to the Little League days.
We
We'll
go
probably
way
get
back.
to that later.
We
Oh,
go
we-
way. Yeah.
All right, so get them up.
Get 'em up.
Episode 44, Christine Hurley in the
Episode
house.
44. Thank you, guys. This
Thanks
is
to
great.
all our millions of viewers, sponsorship.
Yes,
We're at Gillis' Tavern once again. We get some chow coming out. We're ready. We'll have a great podcast tonight.
So what we normally do is we talk some sports in the beginning, some local sports. And I know
I'm
that
in.
you're very, very, informed with sports because I remember when the kids were in Little League, you were all over. You knew all the rules, regulations, everything. I remember that.
I knew who was fucking who.
That's right. Which is even more important.
That's about where it ends, right there. Yeah.
So where do you want to start, Dougie?
I don't know. What do you?
I want to start with the Bruins because they suck right
All right,
now.
let's do it.
Are you a
True.
Bruins fan?
I am a big Bruins fan.
Okay.
They
I am a
they
big
got some
Bruins
issues right now. The trade deadline's this Friday. The trade deadline's this Friday, the 5th, the 5th,
Right.
the 8th, whatever it is. This Friday is the trade deadline. So there's going to be some moves. They're talking about DeBrus getting booted. They're
Ooh.
talking about maybe Allmark because,
Really?
yep.
Really?
Yeah.
How
See, you come on the Big and Small show, you're going to find some stuff out
Yeah.
that you don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, this is good. We'll get you informed.
Very
So
good. Very
We'll get you
good.
informed.
you might even, use some of that material, when you're in your show. When you
I
do your
could.
show.
I could.
So we have big week coming up for the Bruins. They're soft. They're soft right now.
Yeah, it's sad.
Like they wouldn't be able to get into the Golden Banana because they're soft.
No, they'd be out. Exactly. Exactly.
Wouldn't work.
Exactly.
What do you think?
Well, I think that was exactly what we've talked about the whole year. We're in the same spot we talked about. We said this team is going to be they're an overachieving club that's had a good year. They're not terrible by any stretch. They're a good team, but they
I
don't.
feel
They
bad.
have no chance of winning a Stanley Cup as constituted. And we kept saying, what are they going to do at the trade deadline? The problem is they got no picks available to
Yeah.
give up. So it's going to have to be they're going to have to be creative and see if they can make a splash. They need a deal like they did last year. They need a deal for a top 6 forward. They definitely really need a center because no one can win a face-off.
Right.
And they need another physical defenseman like an Olaf. But like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on it because we've talked about it so much. We've been talking about this for how many months, Dougie, now? Since the beginning of the season.
A lot.
We thought they would
a
be
lot.
way worse record-wise than they are right now. I thought they'd be a floundering like 500 club trying to sneak in the playoffs, get some help and go. But I mean, they've had way overachieved for what they got for talent.
They're a streaky team. When they lose, but they can't seem to win in regulation either, which is weird.
Yeah, they don't
They've had
have.
like 15 games going overtime.
I mean, even the playoffs last year, they lost.
Brutal.
They lost the last game by the last
But
10 seconds. They gave up a goal.
4-1 yesterday, last night. 5-1.
Yeah.
Goaltending, that's
But you know what?
the thing that they've had going for them. That's why they have the records. Other than that, they
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
says how Sweeney's so great and he's going to make a trade, Bob Sweeney. Cam Neely. But he's been doing that with draft picks. This year he doesn't have any draft picks, so we'll see how good of a GM he is.
I see bring Yagomir back.
Yagamir.
Yeah.
Yagamir, I like that. I love Yagamir.
Yep, have him pull up in his 72 Camaro with the dual
The
Holly
two-
carbs and the
the
Hurst
flow
shifter.
going.
Oh, the
I
flow.
love it.
Yeah, that's
what
what we
they need. They
We
need more
him
flow.
back. They
I'm
need
all
more
over it.
flow.
Not
That's
enough
what they
flow on that, too.
That's what they need. They need more like sugar.
Pittsburgh.
We got
Yep,
some
the
chow.
Firebird. The
We got some
Firebird.
chow coming in.
Oh,
Gillis.
yummy. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Coach's favorite. Thank you, pal. Coach's favorite
That's
pizza.
the pepperoni
Nice.
with honey.
Pepperoni with honey.
Dougie. Be careful.
Interesting.
We just saw that advertised.
Really?
Yes.
They stole my idea. I've been doing that for
Damn
years.
it. Yeah, there's someone's doing
You know,
it now.
I invented that. You know,
Yeah.
I also invented chocolate chip cookies with ice cream in the middle. I've been doing that since I was 6.
Did you invent that?
I did.
Yeah.
I just didn't
This
go.
is terrible.
I mean, he's
Clearly.
a poster boy.
Clearly tasted many.
Yeah,
A lot of quality
Tasted-
control
tasted
going
a
on
lot
over there
of
at the Hilton
quality
House.
There was a lot of experiments.
That's-
a lot of experiments.
Absolutely.
So we will definitely fill you guys in at the trade deadline. Will be a good show next week. LPP coming in the house. Look at this.
I know. She's bringing a posse with her.
We got a whole crew coming in.
Yeah.
There she is. There
You
they
want some
are.
game time on here, or what do you do? Say hi.
Hi, honey.
Taking a break?
No, we're on right now. We're live.
We're
We're live. Have a seat. Relax. Take a
So
look.
let's go into Dougie. I was thinking I'd like to touch base quick on. I don't think we're gonna spend much time on the Red Sox tonight, though. You know I'm a baseball guy, but
They made a random signing.
who was it?
I knew you were gonna ask me. First base guy, I think.
Okay.
2 years, 10 mil, I think. Nothing crazy.
No, we can research that at the break. We'll get back to you guys, but I don't think the team's that bad. We talked about it last night. I think they're going to be.
I watched them again
surprising.
today.
If they can get
I like
Montgomery, I think they could be okay. But I don't like the fact they're not
We
spending.
got Christine involved with the sports, so it's good.
Yeah.
I don't
You
want.
know me.
I don't want to get. I don't want to get. I don't want to waste time. We have too big a show for the Red Sox right now.
That's right.
I do want to get into though. Celtics are absolutely outrageous. As right now they're on smashing the Warriors.
Wow, look at that.
They were
They've scored-
10-point favorite.
They've scored almost 60 points
Without Porzingis.
with 6 minutes
bench.
left in the half.
Really?
This is a beatdown. They're up. What are they? What's my math? 30.
Yeah,
There it is.
29.
Big Pat Hilton in the house.
Look at Patrick. Oh my God, he's all grown up. Look at, oh my God, I can't believe that's
Kevin's here, Pat.
Patrick.
Did you see him?
Yeah, I just talked to him.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you got through puberty.
He got through puberty, so his voice is.
Yeah, it worked out.
He's got a little whiskers on the berries.
He does.
That's nice. I'm happy for Patrick. Good thing. We're waiting for that to come in.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, nowadays they shave them off.
They do. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Both sides.
Both sides. Both sides.
Never heard of it.
Both sides.
Yeah, look at Mr. Clean as a whistle over here.
Yeah. Look at Rick. I shave nothing.
All right. See, I told you we're going from PG-13.
Oh, no one told me
No,
that.
we're not. No, we're not.
No one told me that. Uh-oh.
All right, Dougie, what do we got?
But I want the dynasty.
We want to talk about the dynasty. So wait a minute, I do have a question for you on this. Do you do like, have you done stuff at Foxborough Stadium or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the Patriots involved and things like that.
Yep. I do a lot of stuff for like Matt Life. I've done Patriot stuff. Joey and Druzy. I've done stuff like for the Patriots, like at
Have
the.
you met Bob Kraft?
I have not, but crazy story. Jonathan Kraft's daughter, Sadie, reached out to me. She's starting comedy.
Oh wow.
So I've been mentoring Sadie
Wow.
Kraft in comedy. Yeah, Jonathan's daughter. Yeah, she goes by Sadie Hale.
Is she funny?
H-A-L-E. She's funny. She's filthy. Jesus Christ, she's filthy. But funny.
Yeah.
Funny. And her father and mother come to all the shows, and they're lovely. But they support her. But they support what she says. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I would have a bar of soap in her mouth quicker than you could. She's filthy. But I love her. She's great girl. So yeah, so I have met,
It's
I
amazing
do know
she came
them.
from Jonathan. 'Cause
I know.
He's just so charismatic.
Oh. Are we talking about the right?
I mean
Yeah.
brutal.
Oh,
I mean-
oh my God. The night, actually, crazy. Doesn't he own the Revs or something? Or
Yeah, they own the Revs.
One night Sadie and I worked together, and he was like in the front row on his phone watching the Revs game the whole night, Jonathan Kraft. Yeah,
Wow.
like, oh, whatever.
dedication.
To each his
Yeah.
own. Yeah, to each his own. Yeah, but they're good people. I think Bob Kraft is a delightful.
Have you watched the Dynasty at all?
I have not, no, because my son Joe was like, he heard it wasn't good. Is that what he said, or he heard it was
just paints a different
a
picture
lot
than
of
what people were
Well,
expecting.
he heard it was Belichick bashing and Brady.
Well, because the Kraft group is what produced it.
That I did not know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's painting a very, very bad picture for Mr. Belichick.
I'm surprised at that.
It starts off the first bad thing was when Bledsoe went down. Brady came in for the 7 weeks, and then when Bledsoe was ready to come back, supposedly Bill called Drew into his office, said, "Hey, we're going to go with Brady." Drew was like, that was a tough pill to swallow. Supposedly his next stop was to Kraft's office, so Kraft then, was the knight in shining armor, said, "I'm going to go talk to Bill."
Really?
Yes.
I did not know this story.
But then my thing is, in the 7 weeks, you guys are traveling back and forth and the team playing. You guys didn't have a conversation about who was going to be ready to roll once Drew Bledsoe was ready to come back? That doesn't make sense
That doesn't. No, that sounds.
But then it got pushed on the road because why? Because they were winning football games.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
nobody seemed to care.
What date was the first Brady game? Because I remember.
No, the first Brady game was
Indy,
no, it was against the Jets.
wasn't it?
No, it was the Jets. Mo Lewis took out Bledsoe. That was September 7th, 2000.
No, I think it was September 23rd, 2001 after
Yeah.
9/11.
But that was the start of Bledsoe. Bledsoe started. I think Indy was next week, and they went and destroyed Indianapolis.
Yeah, but he played.
Oh, really? I don't
Yeah.
remember that either. But I remember Brady's first game because I was upstairs nursing one of my many children.
Nice.
And he was downstairs yelling. You were downstairs yelling and screaming because Brady was so good.
Wow.
That's yeah.
No, but I think the documentary is interesting. I think that the beginning, the last couple weren't as bad. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how the final 4 episodes go. Which I hate the fact that the media gets access to them before, because it's really not fair.
No,
Right.
it's not.
Because it's ridiculous. Because
Right.
they're talking about it on the radio. And,
They're forming your opinion for you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I think that to your point, some of the things, like the biggest thing was Kraft, though, said when he goes about Spygate, he says, "I went to Bill and I
Called
said,
him a schmuck.
Schmuck." I said, "You never called Bill Belichick a schmuck."
Well, then I'm
Never
saying,
happened.
so then what happened? If it
Guaranteed.
was that big of an issue, why didn't you get rid of Bill then?
Right.
Because you kept winning football games and
Of
championships.
course. Then they got into the Aaron Hernandez thing, and I'm like,
I haven't gotten there yet.
oh, well, you'll see. You'll see with that. That was the year
Juicy.
they drafted Gronkowski,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
McCourty.
So I'm right at Brady's first game back from his ACL in 08, I believe it is.
Yeah.
08 or 09.
But the thing is, any type, like the Castle, did you see the Castle one?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's an example. Like, anybody says that Belichick wasn't a good coach is ridiculous. It wasn't just Brady. They went 11-5 that year with that guy, who never basically took a snap at the NFL.
I mean, he earned him a new contract with the Cowboys.
Big money in Kansas City, I think. Didn't he
His
go to
last
Kansas
start
City?
was high school football.
Yeah, that's right.
He went to
Really?
Kansas
He
City.
never started a game in college.
No.
David showed that in the locker room. Belichick gave the game ball. He said,
Yeah.
"What was that? The first game you started since 7th grade?"
Yeah, 7th grade.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Castle's also a
the
good
thing-
baseball player. He played in the Little League World
saying-
Series. Did you know that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It was funny they showed.
Yeah.
But it proves that what we've been saying in the podcast for months. Belichick just lost his fastball at the end of the day.
Well, yeah.
That's what happened. That organization was loaded. It wasn't just Brady. Like,
No,
there were a
their
lot of
defense
guys could
was.
have been quarterbacks in that team and won
Super Bowl.
Super Bowls. I mean, that team, they had a great organization. They had a great coaching staff. They were deep. And then as time went on, he got too big for his own ego and then decided, oh, I can do everything. I can bring in my kids. I can bring in these other lacrosse guys. And the organization went to shit. And Kraft let it happen. And Kraft's sitting there saying behind the scenes, oh, if he wanted Brady to stay, he would have made it happen. To your point, if you're not happy with Belichick, like they're spinning it,
Yeah.
fire Belichick and keep Brady.
He was still your coach for 2 decades.
I mean, what are we
For God's
talking about?
sakes.
So this,
It's disingenuous.
it's absolutely
Yes.
disingenuous.
Yes.
Like that word?
But you can definitely tell that the Kraft
That's a
produced
big
Kraft
word.
it
let
and all
the-
this other
Looked it up
stuff.
You can't sit there and
That's
let
their
for 4
academy
years,
shit.
considering when they let Brady go and everything they've done, that the owner and the GM, Jonathan and Robert, you let your organization go to shit and just didn't do anything about it. And you got a COVID, like a lot of people lost their mind during COVID, that's what happened. When you thought that the plan to lose Brady was to bring in Cam Newton.
Yeah.
I don't care. Belichick might have had an absolute lost his mind. I don't know. Maybe he got too. I don't know. But if I'm the owner, I'm like, are you out of your goddamn mind that I'm losing Brady and Cam Newton's gonna be my quarterback?
Yeah, right.
There is no way on earth, if there's one player in the history of sports that you let him retire on his own terms in New England and give him half the ownership of the team is Tom Brady. But
Do we know how far the dynasty goes?
It's going to go to the end.
I think it goes up to...
It's 10. I think there's 4 more episodes.
But do we know, like, the 10th episode, do we know where in time that is? Like, is that once Brady departs? Is that the last?
I think that's probably going to be the last show.
Once Brady departs.
Is what the hell, the disaster of the dynasty.
Right.
How the dynasty crumbled. Into now, who they taking in the draft.
No, but it's interesting. I mean, you listen to the guys, and it's like, we worked for Bill, but we played for Brady. Everybody loved Brady, which also I think is a shot at Bledsoe too. Because did you see Damian Woody was like, Brady's sitting there drinking us under the table. He's out. He's one of the guys, which I'm like, so that lets me know that Bledsoe wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
No,
Bledsoe was just like, I'm the talent. I'm the $100 million
Bledsoe was the
quarterback.
worst.
Big partier.
You might know.
Who?
He was a massive
Bledsoe
partier.
and Max Lane. Was it Max Lane?
Max
Bledsoe
Lane.
and Max Lane and
They'd go with Zolak.
Yeah, and they would
go to Dad's Diner.
crazy.
You guys know Dad's Diner, the old Dad's
Yes,
Diner?
yeah,
So
yes.
my buddies used to bounce there,
Oh my God, they.
and I would go there. I was living in the city then, and they would literally, Bledsoe would get dragged out of there. Like, not like fighting. He was just so shit-faced.
Yeah.
They'd literally help them into like their limo, whatever they had,
Yep.
and have to throw them in.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys were crazy. They'd go to, what was the other place they'd go to? Daisy's?
Daisy Buchanan's, Daisy Buchanan. Then remember the Everclear concert, or was it Everclear? The concert that Bledsoe and Max Lane jumped into the crowd and they like broke some woman's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was they were doing the mosh thing. What do they call it?
The mosh pit, yeah.
Mosh pit.
Yeah. These crazy goddamn kids.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
They had, but seriously. But the thing that was blowing out of proportion though,
I'll do it.
what Damian Woody said was true at that time, but that's when Brady was young. When Brady got old, he didn't do any of that shit.
Right.
Older.
Right.
And a lot of guys didn't like him. They liked him because he was good.
Yeah.
But they always would say he's not like a man's man.
No, and was that when he was in the Alex?
The Giselle,
the Guerrero.
The Guerrero,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's when we used to kid
Yeah.
around. I'd call him
When
Giselle.
avocado
Yeah,
ice
Giselle,
cream
yeah,
and then my
yeah.
body's a temple. But
Yeah.
I mean, what he was doing worked.
But it was.
Oh no, it's
But
because that's part of the episode you saw when he had the knee injury, how he changed everything in his whole
Yeah.
in his whole process.
He went avocado ice cream.
That stuff's
Went
been
avocado
interesting.
ice cream.
That stuff
Oh, 100%.
in the dynasty's been interesting. You just gotta take out of it what you want. I just love a little bit. I wish there was a little more football in it.
That's what Joe said. That's what my son said.
And I think it's interesting because you can watch every episode and just dissect every little thing that everybody says.
But if it's gonna be a national thing, the thing is for national attention, people like the drama of.
What do you think about the
I just don't
timing
want it to
of
be a
it?
glorified.
The timing of the
I
release.
think it's ridiculous.
Once Bill's
Because-
gone, it gets released.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because the Crafts are doing a complete smear campaign on them, and it's outrageous.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
It's like you're still the owner.
And
You
I-
still allowed it to happen.
But these last episodes haven't been that bad. I thought,
You know what I mean? Like-
I thought he got a lot of respect in the issue with Castle and all that one. But we'll see how it ends up. But anyway,
How much did they give Parcells? I heard there was a lot of Parcells at the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah.
he got great. They get great.
They
credit.
loved it.
Yeah.
They portrayed him in a great. I heard in a positive.
Not really. I mean,
yeah,
Because he was a douche.
they pointed out. You can
Oh,
say
say
this. They pointed out that he didn't get along with Kraft at the end.
Right. Remember, he used to say you
Because
can't.
he was mad that
If I'm
he got
cooking-
all the drafting power taken away from him. And he we're going to draft and this is going to be your team. And he's
Like he said,
it's not gonna work.
I'm cooking,
I want the.
I want the.
Right.
I need to pick the groceries.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Which is
he-
true.
Yeah.
Well, they
It
gave
is
it to
true.
Belichick.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that was the whole thing. I mean, actually, Parcells went hard after Kraft. That's part of the whole show was that he was one of our millions of fans calling. What am I going to tell you?
Calling.
Real
calling-
estate never ends, Dougie. It never ends.
Who's that?
Go to your thing.
Fraz
Brad's on the
Delicious
show.
coming
You're
on.
live
Say
right now on
hello,
camera,
you
by the way.
know,
Just letting you know.
Say
You're
hello.
on the air, or you will be. You're on the
You know
phone.
Christine?
You know
Hi,
Christine
Brad.
Hurley?
Well, do You know Christine, right?
I don't know.
What do you mean? She's like a famous comedian. What's wrong with you?
I'm a pretty big fucking deal, Brad.
He is. I mean, really?
My name's Bobby. Very nice to meet you.
Very
He
nice
plays-
to meet you,
He
Bob.
plays HOH hockey, so.
Oh,
HOH, it's a whole different level.
okay. Different level.
I mean, you can't.
Different
Actually,
level.
Patrick's played HOH once in a while. Yeah, hockey.
The Friday
Hockey
night.
after hockey.
Oh, yeah.
You know Fraz. Fraz was probably teaching you something, I'm sure.
Keep your head up.
This is outrageous right now, this Celtics game. They've scored 80 points
First
in the
half.
first half. But they'll have, so,
That's
But
probably,
I-
that's probably enough dynasty talk. But
Yeah, that's
we'll
enough
wrap up our
dynasty.
thoughts, and that's
Right.
that's probably
I think
it.
we're good.
but it'll be good to see how it ends. But the point is, with all I'm saying is that
Unbelievable.
Parcells kind of rips Kraft on the show a little bit, and they were, you know,
That's not
it was, you know, how that ended,
This is a
but
game where
either
he's
way,
gonna
but
get tossed, 'cause he's gonna.
it was, it's an interesting show. It's
Worth
definitely a worth watch.
What about the NASCAR race today?
Gonna get a couple.
Oh,
flags
this is
or
good.
couple caps.
Oh, I just watched
He's John
Talladega
Wheeler
Nights
stuff,
today.
yeah.
Great movie.
Ricky
Ricky Bobby. I watched.
Ricky
Yeah,
Bobby.
we watched it today. Ricky Bobby.
His son's named after Cole Trickle.
Really? Nice. I like it. I like it.
My little 8-month-old.
Oh my God, how cute.
He's a monster.
Oh my
Bigger than
God.
Rick.
You know,
I bet. Who isn't?
True. That is true.
so what do you think? So the only thing we can get some fans, you guys, you all fans. What do you think's going to happen with the draft, Patrick? They trading it? Who they going with?
Ooh.
Give me quick.
Ooh.
Don't stutter. Let's go. Oh, you like
not-
that? Who's going to be the
Who's gonna
quarterback?
throw it to him?
Patty, LPP.
The golden banana.
Mac Jones.
That's it.
Oh, you want Mac
But
Jones?
Jam.
Who do you want?
You used to perform one?
God no.
A
I'm
rookie?
60 years old. I'd stick to the pole.
I said, did you used to?
No. Well, I did work there, but
I saw something.
in a different
just
capacity.
Days ago that said the Patriots were in the
show?
in the works.
comedy
of,
show. Yeah. Yeah.
A quarterback, and I never saw.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayfield and,
Oh, it was Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield
Yeah.
and,
Which I'm in on.
I like Baker
I would do
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
because Kirk Cousins, but they're saying now they're not interested in Cousins.
Because I saw.
Cousins
that
is too much
it was
money.
a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
This year he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I didn't see the whole thing, but I was trying to figure it out. 'Cause I'm not a big fan on all the. I don't like.
I'm not flying. I just
The only quarterback, coming out of college, I'm not a fan of the athletic quarterbacks. No.
Take care.
They get hurt.
Nice to meet you.
We got somewhere else, but I'll figure it out.
We had,
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
who's the guy?
I drink.
You used to do any shows with the BBC?
Oh, Flacco?
No, the guy now.
BBC bartender.
He won the MVP.
From Ohio?
Jackson? Yeah.
I don't know.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't like. him
Probably.
as a quarterback.
That sounds
He's an
right.
athlete. He's
That's-
the most amazing athlete
I used to
on the
wait
football
tables at
field.
East Bay.
But as a quarterback,
I waited
run
tables
the
at East
team
Bay for a
and
while.
get to the Super Bowl and win,
Yeah, I must have.
don't
I must
see it
have.
in him.
I'm sure.
The kid from USC, I really like watching him
Really
play. He's
going on.
amazing, but is he going to lead a team to a Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't. Is it
Jane Daniels.
LSU that they're saying is number one or USC? I can't remember.
No,
USC,
Caleb Williams is the
Williams.
number one guy they're saying. Yeah.
But, which I don't understand how he's still the number one guy.
And,
All right, so let's
The athletic guy.
Let's reel it in here.
let's reel it in. We got two different conversations going on here. We got to
guys coming in, say hello.
Is it okay then?
Yeah,
sit
come
down.
on in.
Sit down, grab a seat.
Whatever you want.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dougie, who do you want? We're just gonna go on record what we want to see happen.
So my plan, what I want is I want them to go and get Baker
It's
Mayfield.
important we go on record.
I want them to sign Mike Evans in free agency. Get Marvin Harrison Jr. first pick. Second round pick, get the best offensive tackle on the board. And then whatever.
Blindside tackle.
Yeah, and then just whatever works out for you for third, fourth. I think you stay at 3, get Marvin Harrison. It looks like he's gonna fall to you. You gotta do something. I don't think you need to try to reinvent the wheel or anything like that with trading down. Just take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3.
Hey, how are you?
Do you have any thoughts on the draft, on what they should do?
On the draft, I don't know. I think
Want
they
to hear
should.
the show quick?
I think they should try to get.
We gotta get him on the show quick.
Hold on. Too much noise. I think.
Oh, it's all right. It's gonna be fine.
We're busy in here.
Yeah. Well, we got a big celebrity here today. I don't know if you heard.
Everybody came to see you, not us.
I don't know
This
about
is our
that.
biggest crowd
I
we've
don't
ever
know
had.
about that, honey.
Right? Am I right?
I don't know about that. You guys
All
are
right,
too.
what are you going on record with quick, and then we're gonna go
I was
strictly into
asking Christine.
I think they should try to get McAvoy.
McAvoy.
Charlie.
Charlie, yeah. I mean, he's working out. He's working out with the Bruins. So
Yeah,
why
I
not?
think. I think.
I like
Yep.
Charlie.
I think that's what they should do.
I want to see him trade the 3rd round pick, which is basically a high second round pick, for Fields, and then take Marvin Harrison, the 3rd pick, and then grab a defensive tackle on the 2nd round. That's what I want him to do.
Love it.
I like it.
Defensive tackle?
I'm sorry, offensive tackle.
Jesus, I'm like, what?
Offensive tackle. Sorry.
I'm with Coach. I want to get Justin Fields. I want to shop the pick. If you get the right numbers for that pick, shop it. Let's go. Plenty of receivers in the draft. Plenty of need a tackle in the draft, and we go from there.
So do you like Fields over Baker because Fields only costs you a pick and not money?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, Baker Mayfield's had one good season,
I have no knock. I don't mind Baker either way.
but he's gonna want $30 million.
If you get a guy we put a quarterback, I'm fine with. But I want to shop the pick.
So Fields not really being able to throw all that well doesn't.
Well, Coach is all high on Bo Nix anyway. He wants to get him late.
Love
So
Bo Nix.
maybe you get a veteran.
I like Bo Nix. I like Spencer Rattler, 3rd round.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
All right, we're
right.
done. We're
Now-
done with the sports.
Tiny quick break.
Of course.
Tiny
You
quick
need
break.
one?
Do I need?
Or do you want to keep going? I can take quick. I have to go to the bathroom.
So go to the bathroom.
You gotta keep going?
Yeah,
Gonna
we're
go.
Bring Jimmy on.
Ricky,
Jimmy, why don't you come on? Just sit here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You know Jimmy, right? The
You
owner?
know Jimmy?
Come on, let's
I
go.
don't think I do. Isn't that terrible?
You should have saw him dance the other night. It is 1 year.
At the 1 year anniversary, I saw that. I saw. Yep, I saw our friend Danny Gill was here, and
Yes,
you
this was my
had
best friend growing up.
really.
Yes, yes.
No kidding.
All right, so hold on. We're doing a show right now.
I'm Jimmy Gillis.
Jimmy Gillis, nice to meet
Jimmy
you.
Gillis, the
Christine
owner.
Hurley.
Gillis
Christine
Gillis
Hurley.
Family Tavern.
Yep.
Christine Hurley, world famous comedian.
Yep.
So we got that over with. So yes. So you know somebody. So you know somebody he knows.
Danny Gill. Yep. The old brigade. Great.
She's a Randolph chick.
Yes, I heard.
Yep.
I heard that. I grew up in Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
Yeah.
You're a
That's
good
why
man.
me and Danny are best friends.
He's the best. And congratulations, honey. This is
Thank
we
you
love
very
it
much.
here.
Thank
We
you.
Well, this
love
is
it
where
here.
he just kind of runs his money through here. You know what I
Qu'est-ce que c'est launder?
mean? Yeah.
Laundry.
It's on the up and up.
Laundry.
It's on the up and up.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We're all friends here.
Yeah, no, I've seen you act a couple of times.
Oh.
At Marshfield, I think it was.
Yeah,
at the,
yeah.
At the Venus.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then I met a couple of your friends down in Aruba.
Oh, sure.
Aruba Ray.
Aruba Ray. Aruba Ray.
I was with them one night at the Mirage.
Sure.
Not the Mirage.
The
Alhambra.
Stellaris.
the Marriott
Yeah, the Marriott
Stellaris.
Stellaris.
That's Ray's hangout.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that we stay there all the
Yep.
time.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
Nice there.
What's his name from Somerville?
Lenny.
Lenny.
Lenny Clark.
No, not Lenny Clark.
Talk louder. You can never hear me.
Oh no,
Talk. None of your
it's my
mumbles.
voice.
Go.
Somerville.
From Somerville.
Shit. Steve Sweeney?
No,
No,
not
that's
Steve.
Charlestown. Tony V is.
Yeah, Tony V.
Yeah, Tony's always in a room. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a fun night.
Yeah.
It was
Good-
like two
good
or 3
people.
weeks ago. Was
Oh,
we were down
nice.
there.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, good for you.
Yeah. And Aruba Ray was killing it at the blackjack table.
We-
That's how I met him. I'm
you-
like, I gotta slide over with him
Oh,
because he
he's-
seems to know what's going on.
He is. Do you know that he came to Encore? He's a whale. That's all he does. He
Yeah.
does comedy and gambles.
Yeah.
They brought him into Encore one night. How long ago was that, Jimmy? His big night in Encore, Ray. Yeah.
So you know Jimmy, right?
So
No, I don't think.
So he's
Rick likes to introduce people.
it's good. That's
So he
good.
knows a lot. Yeah, you know. Yeah, the whole crew. So like Nemo and that whole Martin guy.
You're right in the middle of a story. Doesn't matter. He's gonna introduce you.
He was a fighter.
I got nothing to do.
On Boston?
Good.
I got
Well, sit down and relax.
Got nothing to do. Exactly.
He asked us for Boston. Yeah.
You was Mark's brother, right? Mark Nemus'
Where's the bar?
brother was
Yeah, he was a fighter in Boston.
the Nemus has worked with her father, Christine.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, your father was
Her
a
father
fighter?
worked with
Oh,
Boston.
okay, yeah, my brother was a judge.
Boston.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, no
Yeah,
shit.
my father was a Boston cop. My mother was a school teacher.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
So my dad was district chief on Galvin Boulevard, Galvin and Morton.
Oh, yeah, my father was a cop in Morton. I went to school at Morton Street.
So then,
I got busted
I-
at Fanatics.
good for you. Good, my
I
father.
was the only white kid in my class.
I,
So my brothers called me the Oreo cookie.
good for you, Jim. That's
He was the ultimate busing experiment.
He was. Oh my God.
I'm the youngest of 9, so I'm
Youngest of 9. Jesus. Oh my God, your poor
He
mother.
took a few beatings at the
I bet. Oh my
My mother
God.
was the toughest one of them all.
I'm sure she would have to be.
You have 9?
Yeah, 9 of us.
Youngest of 9. Imagine that.
You were here the other night, right?
Was it?
Yeah. Big Jim Hurley was the youngest
Yeah,
of 9.
my parents were Roxbury, born in St. Pat's.
My dad was Mission Hill. My mom was.
Oh, the Curtain Lakes Irish.
Yes. Oh yes. And my mom was.
See, your father was a district chief. Those are the ones that made money.
Yes.
So my mother used to say, we only lived in Hyde Park because my father never got promoted on the police. If he did, we would have left in West Roxbury. Honestly, God. Yeah.
All right, so what we're gonna do now, Jimmy. You can stay if you want. It's because George joined. But we're gonna kick you off.
Yep, I'm off.
Coach, it's the Christine Hurley. Everybody, we got Christine Hurley. We're now gonna do the important part of today's show, Dougie, is the interview with Christine. We're gonna talk about her career.
Oh, it's fascinating.
The Golden Banana. Jimmy's never been to the Golden Banana, I know that.
Oh, come on, Gillis.
And Moriarty, you ever make it there?
I used to dance there.
Oh, you?
Yes,
Oh, gross.
Yeah, they called him.
Hey, we next door at the pumpkin patch. You know what the pumpkin patch was, right?
No.
That was for the gay guys.
Oh.
Diane, the lovely Diane's been there.
So then he,
Love it. The male night. Jason was on stage. We got Jason.
we
back.
love the banana.
That's how they met. We met there. He came off the boat.
Love it.
Good people at the banana.
Yeah, he's Jimmy. He's fine. Jason's my neighbor. He's how do you say your position? What you do in
Commercial fisherman?
commercial fisherman in Alaska.
He was a guest on the
He
podcast.
was a
We had
big
him.
guest.
Yeah, he dissected the whole thing.
This is Diane, my neighbor. But let's go, Coach. However you want to wrap it
I'm
up.
waiting for
Jimmy,
you.
thanks a million, buddy.
Wait on you. Grab a
See you
seat.
later, kid. Yeah, I'm in.
All right, Christine.
Yes, my love. Let's do this. Let's light this candle.
All right.
Ready?
Let's bring some juice to the show. The show
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
I have known you.
Many years. I was at your wedding, Brian.
was at my
Hilton.
wedding.
To the beautiful Patty McNeil.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Yes. Oh yeah.
Jimmy shingled my roof, framed my house.
Jimmy also did the worm at your wedding in that beautiful place in Boston.
That is no longer there.
It is.
Where was it? It was a reception.
It was at the World Trade Center in Boston.
That's right.
Rebuilding it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all torn apart now. Me
Yeah.
and Patty went there for our 25th. It was nothing but steel girders.
Oh, that's too bad.
That's
Not much further along there.
But anyway, so what year did you get involved with comedy? What year was that?
2004. 2004.
And you were on World's Funniest Mom? Or
Yeah, Nick at Night, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was looking for the funniest mom in America. Jimmy Hurley, my fabulous husband, wrote to them. And wrote to the Nick at Night people and said, my wife's not a professional comedian, but she's entertaining and she's, give her a shot. And they did. They had us go down to New York. So me and Jimmy and my oldest at the time, Colleen was 13, we drove down and got to the auditions at the Laugh Factory in Times Square. And I said, what do I have to do? They said 3 minutes to stand up. And I'm like, oh. So we wrote stuff down on a napkin. And I got up there and did my 3 minutes of stuff, and it went great. And so long story short, they kept calling us down. So every other week we were going back down to New York. It was a it was like an American Idol for women comedians. So they kept calling. There were like 1,200 people that auditioned. I came in first runner-up, my first time doing stand-up.
Wow.
Yep, and I'm fucking amazing. And poor Jimmy Hurley. So I remember we'd go down like every 10 days down to New York to keep filming this thing. And this poor bastard's like, I'm retiring. He's like, this is it. He walked around that white terry cloth Millennial Hotel bathroom. He was walking around, walking up and down Times Square, making an appearance on Good Morning America. It's like, yeah, my wife's rich, bitches. Yeah, look at me. I hit the pay dirt. But then I came home and nobody knew me and it was dreadful. So we just kept hustling and, so Jimmy's my manager. He taught himself the business and he taught himself how to, my kids call him Shecky because he's like, hello, what's the budget? But yeah, so it's just, so I'm just, just lucky. I got seen by the right people all the time, and Lenny Clark saw me in South Boston one night years ago, and he was on hiatus from this show called Rescue Me, and someone sent him to the show in South Boston and said, check this girl out, and he did, and he called me the next day and said, you're all set, I'm going to help you out. So he did a lot for me. Lenny did a lot for me. That's awesome. Yep, so here I am, and my mouth is my office. It's always open.
That's awesome.
Yep, so yeah.
Well, one of my favorite stories is, so we all go way back, Coach
Right.
and I, because
All the way back.
And they're here,
Right.
they know, right? Patrick knows.
Our baseball kids, Kevin, we used to pick him
Kev
up.
knows,
Yep.
all the baseball guys, like Little League, right?
Little League.
What a
Little
thing.
League.
The All-Star team, right?
What
Yeah.
a nightmare. You Little League cocksuckers. Fucking Jesus Christ, you took 10 years off my life. Awful.
You?
No.
What about Jimmy?
Poor Jimmy, too. Yeah, oh my God. It was tough. My two
I would
boys.
say, Jimmy, you were a little out of character.
Yes, he was.
One particular day.
Yeah, up in Lowell. Yeah.
That's Friday traffic going north on 490.
It was
That's
400
exactly-
degrees out there.
Yeah, it was
back then.
400,
Remember
yeah.
that?
I'm gonna we'll go back into that, but the funny thing, my favorite story is, so we go way back, Little League, the kids, and having fun, and we always had fun, right? And you were performing at Giggles,
Yes.
and probably a couple of years ago now, maybe, and it ended up, so my sister still lives in Melrose, so
Right.
Giggles is in Saugus, right on the line of Melrose. Where Prince Pizza is, whoever's been there, great spot.
Yep.
So a famous spot. So my sister's in the audience, just randomly, no idea who Christine is, right?
Right.
And she's sitting there, and she goes, "Oh my God, she's doing this whole spiel about Plymouth Little League."
Yeah. Is she talking about my brother? Yes, I was.
So my sister's all nervous after the show. She goes, "She's got to know my brother.
Yeah.
I got to go over and see him."
Yep.
And then she said she had the best time with you.
Oh yeah, she was awesome, Rick. She was awesome. She was
so
awesome. But
funny,
those years when your kids are little, and you young kids, you take this. I mean, you guys were living it. But when you have kids and they're young, you think they're the best. You think that. Although Jimmy and I we were very practical. We knew our boys sucked at baseball. We knew they were.
They were not.
I'm like, why don't maybe quilting? I mean, but it was so brutal. Like it's politics and the competition. I couldn't do it.
You can name the
I couldn't do it. And then trying sleeping with Jimmy Hanna, that got me nowhere. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And then remember Randy Chase used to yell across the field. Randy Chase would be like, "Mrs. Hurley, would you please quiet down?" I said, "Why don't you take your shirt off, Randy?" How about that, Randy? Oh yeah. Oh my God. And remember the umpire, the brown sugar, the black guy? Oh God, he.
Father, was that your
Is that your father, honey? That dude worked my lady shit. Between him and the other criminal from the Dome. the white-haired guy.
it's a P.
Yeah. Peroni, yeah. Oh, I'm naming names, motherfuckers.
What about Gomes?
Oh, Gomesy, Frank Gomes. I loved my Frankie. God, I loved him. I used to love to just tease the shit out of him. Now, our baby, Brendan is very little. He's very vertically challenged. And I sent Jimmy, when Brendan was like 9 years old, do you remember this story, Chris? I sent Jimmy to get him a cup. I sent Jimmy to get Brendan a cup for him. And Jimmy came back with like a 12 ouncer, with like a big cup for Brendan. So the thing looked like he had a football helmet in his pants. Thing was ridiculous. So Frank's like, what's up with his cup? I said, Jimmy bought it in the Frank's Gomes section at Dick's. Yeah, you fucking window weight. Fucking Frank. She did. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I love his wife. Yeah, Wheezy. Oh my God, she's the best. Franco. We had some good times. I was only asked to leave twice.
That's right. No, that was.
Yep.
How about Follett? Do you have any good interactions
Oh
with Big Dwayne?
God, yeah, Big Dwayne. So Dwayne and I went to high school together.
Really?
Yeah,
You from Plymouth?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, yep.
I thought you were a Randolph chick.
No, I'm from Plymouth. I went to Cardinal Spellman High School in Brockton. Jimmy Hurley went to Archbishop Williams in Braintree. He couldn't get any of the girls to let him finger them, so he... at the Archies, so he came to Cardinal Spellman and got me like a 6-pack of Schlitz.
That was that.
And that was that. I was in love. God, that Jimmy Hurley, he's a smooth motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, we were loose. I met Jimmy Hurley at a house party in 1980, I think it was, and he came out on the front porch, and he was a beautiful, beautiful man. And I said to my girlfriend, "Stick a fork in me. I am going to fake a pregnancy until I nail that leprechaun." And I did. And the poor thing, he tried to get away, but I got him. And he would say, crazy things like, "I think I'm going to go skiing with my friends this week." And I'm like, "Really? Well, I'm pregnant with triplets, so turn your ass back around. Let's go." Right, Jim? And what a great life he has. Yeah. Poor bastard. Oh, my God. Poor thing.
It's been bliss ever since.
It's been bliss ever since, Rick. It certainly has. Yep.
Ever since you hit the lottery.
Exactly.
I know.
With him.
Exactly.
I hit the lottery with Jimmy Hurley. I sure
That's
did.
what LPP says all the time about Coke.
Yes,
Yes.
of course she does.
Yes.
Who wouldn't?
Wow.
Who wouldn't?
a lot to go around.
Mr. Hilton. That's okay. I like them thick.
I like
All right, so that was my first question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks for the brevity.
Sorry, honey.
So that was 2004. So,
Yeah.
20 years.
who's, Lenny Clark and Steve Sweeney and all those guys,
Yep.
who's the most famous person you've ever performed with or met or whatever?
Oh, God. Maybe Ray Romano, Jimmy Fallon.
Ooh.
Ray Romano, Jimmy Fallon. Louis Anderson.
I was
No.
literally just thinking that.
No,
Is he still alive?
Louis Anderson. Crazy story with Louis Anderson. So I did a weekend with Louis Anderson in Pittsburgh, or some glamorous place, and his hotel room was right next to ours. Remember, Jimmy?
Took the black car from the airport.
With him, and I think he was sweet on Jimmy Hurley because
Not knowing he was of that persuasion.
not knowing, but he would call
I
Jimmy.
didn't know he was gay.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. Yep. He liked a dick. Now
I'd like to say he was sweet.
yeah, he was sweet. Yeah, but he would call Jimmy every morning in the hotel and be like, "Can you please go to Starbucks for me?" And he would have like this $800 order, and then Jimmy would bring it into him, and he would be in his bed like King Henry and just eat.
It was sad.
It was sad. It was sad. Yeah, it was sad.
Like a big king size bed, there was food everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was like he'd take a bite, push it aside, but then he'd take the Starbucks or the McDonald's.
Yeah.
And he'd grab.
He was a very nice guy.
It was sad.
Very nice guy. But
Nice guy though, super nice.
yeah, so he was a big one. Yeah, probably.
Ray Romano. I mean,
Yeah. Ray
Everybody
Romano.
loves Ray.
Yeah, everybody loves
Everybody
Raymond.
indeed loves
So
Ray.
the story of the guy, the Louis C.K. like on his apology tour.
Oh, you guys know Louis C.K.
Yeah.
The allegations.
Probably probably like 5 years ago when he first got in trouble for all that stuff. I was headlining up at Giggles up on Route 1. And the guy that owns Giggles is actually Lenny Clark's brother, Mike Clark. So Mike called me, it was my weekend, and he said, listen, heads up, Louie's here, and he's going to do like 8 minutes before you. Okay, it's, that's fine. It's not my club or whatever. And so we got to the club, and Louis C.K. was there, and he did his time before me, and he was very nice. Didn't there was no rubber tree plant around. There was nothing to be worried about. But the next day, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 7, the Herald, the Globe, ripped me to shit because I was a woman who let Louis C.K. on a show with me. Oh yeah.
You're supposed to cancel yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To cancel him. Or
Yeah.
One of the all-time greats right here, Mark Ryan coming in.
We know him well. Oh, we know. We were just sitting with him at Carmela's the other.
Harry with him
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Nice little joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have any questions?
Comments, concerns.
Yep. Yep.
Well, one thing I wanted to say that I wanted you to bring up because I was laughing because I was talking to my daughter. Told her we were doing the pod with you.
My
and
Grace.
I know it's one of your favorite discussions. And I
Grace.
want you to- she said, you gotta tell her I said hi. I said, well, I'm sure she'll have a few words about it.
That kid. Okay, so Grace Forestier, one of the loves of my life. Crazy story. 20 years ago, they called me from St. Peter's and wanted me to teach CCD. Hilarious. Yeah. So I used to go in there with a 4-pack of Chardonnay. And they'd be like, I'm like, let's learn of Jesus. And 2 wines in, I'd be like, let's just play Bible Hangman. And Bible Hangman. Yeah. And God love Grace. She was the best. She's like, Mrs. Hurley. I said, so now every time I see Grace, I bump into her and say, Grace, do you have your Bible with you? Do you have your Bible in your backpack, Gracie? I know I was a great teacher. I used to do things like how to put on a condom. Things that they need to know in CCD. Bible hangman. How to. One time I said we're going to do a little education and we'll learn how to put on a condom, and I brought a banana, and Grace said, oh, Mrs. Hurley, are you going to use the banana for the condom? And I said, no, Grace, I can't get hard on an empty stomach.
PG-13, right?
Obviously, Grace is not a devout Catholic anymore.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Oy, oy, oy. Love Grace. Love her.
We're on to question 3.
Question 3. I'm ready.
No, so you've been doing this since 04.
Yeah.
How many shows a week do you do now?
Ooh. Yeah, 3 or 4. 3 or 4.
So it's consistent?
Yeah, every week. I'm out every weekend.
Is it, the death of the comedian as far as like the cancellation and all that crap, is it difficult to maneuver that?
I will tell you, as a male comedian, I think it's difficult.
Yeah.
I think we get away with more.
Oh, that
I
makes
think
sense.
I get away with more. You think, Jimmy? You think I get away with saying more stuff than...
You're getting away with it today.
I'd say it's equal. It's the way. It's how you put your material.
Like
Right.
I've seen what's his name? Oh
Like
my
you're
God,
naughty.
it's
You're
blank.
not dirty. You're not vulgar. But you're naughty.
Well, what did I just
Sure,
say?
You get away with it.
Right.
It's the way you say it. Where
Right.
if everyone else uses the same exact words, they'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
No, I feel like I have it easier than the guys, though.
Yeah. And you've seen it change over the years, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God,
Oh,
yeah.
but then there'll be places where people say, "Oh, you got to clean it up a little bit."
Yeah.
Yet it's okay for the guys to kind of
To
do
not.
their stuff.
Right.
And they don't get. I don't think they get the throwback that you get sometimes.
And Jimmy's good. Like, if someone calls to book me, he always says, have you seen my wife? Because she's not
It doesn't work clean.
working clean, so,
Try,
if there's going to be
it
nuns
doesn't
there.
work. You've tried 100
No, I
times.
can't.
It's just not you, and it comes out.
I'm a pig.
I'm cringing and sweating. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
She just can't. You you don't ride that rail good.
No.
You either gotta be yourself or not.
Yep.
So we say, like, you say no to a lot of shit.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Unless they guarantee me no censorship. That's the worst, when you show up somewhere. But then again, just because the Foxwoods gets paid a lot of money to do a corporate thing, it's like, you're cleaning it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a true story.
30 minutes and
TJ Maxx had me at their employee appreciation party probably 6 months ago down at Foxwoods. There were like 1 million people down there, all TJ Maxx. And Jimmy, of course, doesn't tell me until we get there. He goes, listen, you're getting blah, 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 lot of goddamn money. He goes, so you're going to be cleaner than Windex. You're going to be so squeaky. But it was not good. God, they hated me. Oh, they hated me.
no one was paying attention.
no way.
It doesn't matter.
It's-
But it didn't matter what you were doing for material. No one was paying attention.
Right, right.
It wasn't set up right. They had a shitty microphone, no lighting, like just. There were
Awful.
1,000 people.
Oh, the check cleared, right?
The check did clear, and they had, remember that, and they had all the kids for the camp that they were paying for. Remember, they had like 12-year-old kids in the front row, and I'm like, who likes anal? I mean, it was just like, you kids ever have anything up your butt? I mean, it was just, it was not good. It was not a highlight in my career. But like you said, the check cleared, Dougie. Yep.
What's your biggest venue you ever played? How many people?
Boston Garden.
Twice.
Yeah, I did Comics Come Home for Cam Neely
Nice.
twice. Yep. That was
So
awesome.
that must have been a big crowd of people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was.
Did it have like a name? Was it like a event?
Comics Come Home.
Dennis Leary's.
Dennis Leary does it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
26 years now?
Yeah,
He's been
26,
doing it,
27.
and all the money goes to the Cam Neely Cancer Foundation.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not, it's like a concert, so the back of the stage is in full, so if the garden holds 17,500, it's probably 15,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
14,000, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
And those shows are stacked, that's, like you said, Jimmy Fallon, Ray Romano.
Billy
You got
Gardell.
a standing ovation.
I'm not surprised at all.
My
No, she did, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You were at the first one?
Oh, you guys. Oh my God, in 2015. No
Wow.
kidding.
Well, you gotta support, Jack and Brendan were like.
I know. Oh my God, so cute. That's
I heard so
right.
many things about Brendan and your shows. I'm like, I gotta go see.
I know
wanna
Brendan.
call him out.
Poor thing.
I love that kid.
He might. Oh my God, God love you, Mike. He might take the worst of it, Brendan. Oh my
He is,
God, the
yeah.
poor thing. He God love him.
I think the first time I heard you talk about him, it was a mistake.
Yes, well, you know what? He was post vasectomy. Yes, Mike, the mistake. He was post vasectomy, so I got pregnant with him after Jimmy's vasectomy. True story. And Jimmy comes home from work, and I'm like, I'm pregnant again. He goes, impossible, not mine. I weighed like 250 at the time. I said, well, who's lining up to fucking hit this?
And I said, it still can't be mine.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, yeah. Oh my God, poor little Brendan. We called him Klinger because he's like, I see that coat hanger. I'm hanging in here. So he.
Paul Pasquantino, his youngest was a post-vasectomy.
Yeah, what a surprise. Surprise! Yep, my little Brendan. So he was a little mistake, but he's fun.
How's his business going? Pretty good?
His business is in the shitter, actually. It's defunct. The business is defunct. He got sued by some local assholes.
Oh.
I've had a couple of wines. I'm not going to say their name.
Okay.
I'll tell you after. But it was ugly.
Just freaking out.
Yeah, it was, yeah. No, yeah, it was.
No, it's got, but don't lie.
The poor kid. The poor kid. He got.
Say it on the next episode.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, exactly, Chris. Yeah,
Still doing it at all?
he is. He's working for a guy in Norwell who headhunted him for a couple of years. Neil Fisher, and he's doing great. He's signed him as a foreman and.
Like 5-6 employees. He's a young kid too. He's only 20.
Neil, yeah.
He has a lot of equipment.
Yeah, but Brendan's doing good.
Now, which is Brendan wanted anyways. But yeah, he got burnt on a couple of jobs.
Because he was too sweet.
We know one of the people who it was.
It just,
Yeah, I had you guys.
yeah,
I know you. I'm sure you know who it is.
That's why I was asking. Coming back this spring. My yard is a freaking
you used to get a
mess.
ton of leaves too, boy.
Oh, yeah, all my neighbors leave. I don't have any trees.
So the poor little
The
guy.
other side.
But he's
All right, so enough.
What's your final
I
question?
feel bad about your stuff. That's
Landscape sponsors.
we kind of took a turn there. It was good.
Ryan Tassinari. Ryan will come back.
yeah, Ryan Tassinari. He's adorable.
Yeah,
He's a cutie little nugget.
He's done me a few favors.
Yeah, but, Mrs. Robinson, stop.
I know. Oh my God, what's wrong with me?
But anyway, you still love it as much as you loved it?
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's-
I love it. I never like say, got to go to work. I mean, some nights I do. Some nights I'm like, yeah. But once I get there, it's great. It's a great job.
But it's good for you
it's a
as a
gr-
couple too. I mean, you guys
Very
go to
good.
different spots. Say,
Yeah.
For the night.
Yeah.
You tell me like we were at the hotel up in Boston when I saw you last Sunday when we were down in New World. I think you guys were out somewhere. You stayed.
Oh,
up in the
we
city,
stayed
they
in,
picked you up.
I would say the W.
At the W.
Yeah, buddy, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So you guys get to have a lot of fun
W.
together.
We do.
It's
It's
like being on a honeymoon.
huge. It is like a second honeymoon. It is good. It keeps us. We both, it's something we have in common, and yeah, it's good for a marriage. It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So
You,
once you're on, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, can you see yourself like moving? When you get to the golden years or whatever, like moving like to Florida or whatever, and continue doing stuff down there, or just
I don't know. I think we'll just stay here, and he'll push me up there in my wheelchair and my.
It's funny you
My
brought that
oxygen.
up. It's funny you brought that up because we were talking about that last Sunday, if you remember. But you said I would never leave New England. You love the season.
No, no, we won't
Literally,
leave.
You were saying to me because I'm like, I cannot wait to get out of here.
Yeah.
The season.
It's nice and stuff. I like
Yeah.
to be back in the summer, Plymouth Beach, but I
Yep.
gotta get out of the
I like
cold.
to
I
visit
can't do
down
it.
there, but I don't know if I can move down there.
But he was like, no chance.
Yeah, no, we'll stay. We'll
Because
stay.
her job wouldn't really.
It doesn't. Florida is different for comedy.
Do that, I don't think.
Think,
You can't
you
disappear
think
that
your act would go over well in like Naples?
I know it wouldn't. I've done it.
really.
Oh yeah. No, they
I've
hate.
done some Florida gigs. Like,
They booked me down there for like a 55 and over. Those people, it was like they had torches. They were like running over hills. They hated me. It was awful. It was terrible.
But once
terrible.
again, the check cleared. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Once again,
Oh,
a couple of those shows were not presented to us in the right way.
Right.
We weren't told that she was going to have to
Right.
censor herself.
Like you show up
Until you
and
get there, and then you
Yeah,
get
then you're on the.
the manager of the clubhouse, like, yeah. I'm like, and then as soon as she hears that,
I-
it screws her up, and it just becomes a disaster.
it is a
Yeah.
disaster.
No, that's
So
tough.
the guy that booked that, I chewed him
A new
a
one.
new one 10 times
Yeah.
over because he kept saying, "No, she'll be able to do whatever she wants."
Yeah. Nope. Oh my! I just did Maddie in the morning again. Maddie in the
no
morning.
longer there, though, right?
Nope. They let him go. It's almost 2 years ago now, but we used to do this thing when he was on the radio. We did a thing, a night at the Wilbur with Maddie in the morning, and I would be his opener. I would do 20 minutes and then bring him out, and he would talk about his life, and then they canned him, and we went back. We've gone back twice to the Wilbur, and the last time we went was this past January. We did 2 shows, and we did like a podcast format. So it was like just me and him on the stage.
You were
and
prepping
it was
for
good.
this.
Exactly. I called Matt. I said, please, Matt, I have a big podcast coming up. If I could work some shit out on you, that would be great.
Oh, we appreciate it.
I know you do.
Now, what do you get coming up? What do we get coming up?
I don't know. Stuff. Oh, Thursday.
1620?
Am I at the 1620?
No, not. There's someone else booking that board. I gotta find out.
No, Thursday
You
I'm
got
Dorchester
Brewing
and South Boston.
South Boston.
And then, yep.
Oh, I like that place.
Yeah, it's a good place.
They're like 2 fundraisers.
And then Friday,
Fridays, somewhere that's. White's at Westport.
White to Westport, that's right.
Nice.
That's right, yep.
Wareham, Elks.
Saturday, yeah,
That's a fundraiser too for somebody.
yep. Yeah, so,
Probably half a work at fundraisers.
yeah.
That's good, yeah.
It is good because the people are all there for common cause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I say, Ricky, I am a busy beaver. Ironically, my beaver not busy at all.
Jimmy Hurley.
pipes. What's next?
Sounds like you got a Jimmy Hurley problem.
I did.
Speaking of which, with Moriarty in the room.
I know.
And-
Speaking of busy beaver,
Well,
what are we speaking
you're
of?
right. Well, no, I was thinking. Well, I wasn't thinking that, but the band. Let's talk quick. I wanted to throw a shout out. When's the next band gig?
After the storm, right here at Gillis'
Yes.
Family Tavern, the night before St. Patty's Day, March 16th.
16?
Nice. What time?
Saturday night,
What time?
8:39.
8:30, 9 o'clock start till
After the storm.
whenever they kick us out.
Have you seen him?
All right.
Have you seen that band?
Awesome. So these guys are both. You guys can put your
Chris
face
Moriarty.
in there if you
Yeah,
want. But they're both in the
I didn't
band.
know.
Yeah, that's After the Storm. It's the band. They're very good.
Poor Chris.
So 2 weeks later, we're playing a 3/8 bar and grill up in North Plymouth, and then we're doing a monthly gig at the Tavern on the Wharf, starting for 6 months, starting April 20th.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's
After
awesome.
the storm now, it's a new band.
After the
I
storm,
like
yes.
it.
I love it.
It's gonna rock here. It's gonna rock here that night.
100%.
I like it. I like it.
Did you guys know that Mort and Jimmy Hurley were college roommates?
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, up at North Adams.
You guys were roommates?
Oh,
I don't know if we did actually. Did we actually live together? Well, we hung out quite a bit.
They slept together.
Sometimes
Not only.
They boned. Jimmy's like, be gentle.
all the Walpole guys. There was like 13th grade at Walpole High School.
Yeah.
And he was one of them. They were a great group of guys.
Academic savants.
Yes, academic savants. Yes, they were.
3 guys, one night.
Yeah.
And they were
Yeah.
savants.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, there were a lot of Walpole, like you know,
Yeah.
classmates, the great guys. We had a ball. I was only there for 2 years. I wish I had gone the whole 4.
Did it work out that way?
Well, I started at like Bridgewater State, then went to Massasoit, then I was at an
He piecemealed it.
for like a year.
He,
So I-
exactly. He piecemealed. He did, but he got it. He did it.
I did get my degree.
He did it. Yep, he did. God love him.
Graduate from North Adams
He's a
State,
graduate.
All right.
which is now what North. No,
I'm coaching Brendan one day, it was like T-ball or something, he yells through the fence 15 years later, Mort!
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, that's Chris Moriarty. I'm like, holy shit.
He used to work at a stock brokerage in Boston. And tell him what like one of you guys, Charlie Harvey, used to love all the nicknames.
Oh, Charlie, I used to work for at Payne Weber in Boston, and my boss, Charlie Harvey, he used to be like, where's Jimmy this weekend? I'm like, he's with Husey, Ezio, Stampa, Hot Dog, Hooks, Meat Hooks. Like, they had the most fucked up, Peace Pipe. Like, their nicknames were insane. Yeah, he loved the nicknames. They were good ones. Good old days.
Ezio was a real name though, right?
Yeah, Ezio was his real name.
Easy.
He was
Yep.
Irish.
Yeah. Oh, we had a full-time National Guardsman that murdered somebody.
That was E, his nickname was E.
That's right.
Now, or do you want to do top?
Wow.
T-shirt down his wife's
No,
throat.
it's okay. 'Cause it's
You want to try to do top three?
What are we going to do?
I don't know. I mean, we can pause and
He
think
was
about it
such
if you
a
want.
legend.
We can just give.
Can you hang on for a little bit?
Yeah,
All right, so listen.
I got nothing.
We're going to wrap up the Christine Hurley interview, but we're going to keep Christine Hurley here.
Oh, you don't have to.
And no, we're going to. And we're going to do a top 3. We're going to get you guys
Now
involved.
we're gonna wrap it up. So anybody has, we're gonna pick a top 3 topic, and you can just shout it out because we have you know, instead of just going around the room, it'll take too long.
Sure.
So if you got one you like, just shoot it, and we want to hear it. So we're gonna
Sports?
I don't know.
I don't know, we gotta figure
It
it
could
out.
be
Any ideas?
literally
Potpourri?
anything. We'll figure it out.
Ready to go?
I know his name well, but
We're rolling, so.
All right, here we go.
We're getting back into it. All right.
All right, everybody.
Top 3. Pay attention.
Pay
over
attention
there.
now. Bordy,
Go.
I know you're deaf, but we're
Can you hear us?
getting over it again, all right? All right, so we're doing the top 3. So if you guys, and I know you all watch the podcast, but in case you don't, at the end of the show, we do top 3. Usually, you know, the top 3 movies, top 3 pizzas, top 3, whatever. So for this top 3, we're going to do top 3 because in honor of our guest, the great Christine Hurley.
God love you, honey.
Top 3 guilty pleasures. Okay? Guilty pleasure. Now, if you need a definition of guilty pleasure,
It's
No one needs a guilty.
it's-
If anybody needs a definition of guilty pleasures, leave.
well, it's like something that you love, but you're ashamed. You're ashamed that you love it. Like it's like a hidden, you know, like lesbian porn.
thanks for clearing that up.
You know,
Thank you,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
I like that. That was a way
You know.
better intro.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to do We're gonna go by table. You guys can shout out what you want. We're gonna go boom, 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 boom. Then we're gonna go.
One, you must have a
I
guilty
have
pleasure.
0 guilty pleasures.
Oh, come on.
All right,
That can't possibly be.
Morty's never had a guilty day in his life.
table 1. Whoever wants one, shout it out. Come on, no
Come on, here you
hesitation.
go, Aaron. You got it. Come on.
I didn't mean to stump you. There's a time limit on this show.
Anybody from that table, anyone.
All right.
Say it.
Say it! Say it! All right, time out. It's a good point. Good point, LPP. We'll go first so you guys get an understanding of a flavor, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so we'll start this way. You want me to go first?
You go first, Bri. Yeah, you go first.
All right, guilty pleasure I have. You know, I think I mentioned it earlier. It wasn't on air, though. Is I like...
Great.
I know.
Yeah, so we don't need a huge description. Just shout it out. Let's go.
I'm the fat guy in the middle, all right? So I dictate the pace. All right? I dictate the pace. So anyway, a guilty pleasure I have, I invented it when I was 6 years old, is taking 2 chocolate chip cookies, stuffing it with chocolate chip ice cream, and me and Ryder have a ball. You like that?
That's a good.
Sounds tasty.
Let's go. What do you got?
I guess you've had a few.
Oh, let's not delay.
I'm gonna say my guilty pleasure, Bill Light. Christine.
My guilty pleasure is probably like Jersey Shore.
Oh.
Yeah, like I dig it. I just told you that today, right? I'm like, oh, still so good.
She likes it.
Love it.
Douglas.
Dougie?
Ordering takeout when I get home from the grocery store an hour ago.
Ah.
Where's your favorite takeout spot?
Ooh, probably Brothers right now.
In Kingston?
Yeah, right across from Carmela's.
Yep.
Good food.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you get the flavor. Table 1.
So here we go. I got this. So whenever the wife might be out doing something else for any extended period of time, I go to a large steak and cheese sub and watch Jaws.
Wow.
Good.
I like it.
I thought you were gonna say.
This week after week.
I thought this was going in.
Way the other way.
I thought this was.
I like it. That's interesting.
I thought this was going in a different direction. Yeah. When my wife leaves the house, I put on her panties.
That's what I thought it was gonna be too. You know, we dance around.
And I dance around at the Carpenters.
That's only because he wants to smell the meat.
I love it. I love that. That's
Can I add that I sit naked on the couch while I'm doing
I
it?
love it. Love it.
no oil, I hope. But anyway,
Love it.
what else we
No
got over
oil.
there?
Anything else over there? Table 1.
You good? All right. Someone else
Nice
come up
job,
with
table
number
1.
2. Table 2, what do you got?
I think I eat too much pizza. I love pizza and I don't want to stop eating it. So
That's
Pizza's good?
That's good. Honey, you're young. You'll burn it off.
I eat it like 3 times a week at least.
That's good. That's
I like
good.
it.
That's a good guilty pleasure.
Anyone over here? This table. We'll go back around.
Lesbian porn?
Nice.
Well, you can't be a cock.
No. If there's nothing on TV, I'll always put Game of Thrones on.
Game of Thrones. All right. I like it.
Perfect.
I'll just
Perfect.
take an episode and then watch it.
Perfect.
It's still good. So. Yeah.
Gambling.
That's Jimmy's
Gambling.
guilty. Yeah.
Ah.
He loves the
You gotta
gambling.
make some money.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
We're gonna do a short Mohican this weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
I know my
They got
budget.
Keno here. I'm glad you're at Gillis's.
yeah. We got the Keno.
I
Yep.
got my ass kicked at Encore
The other night. Oh my God. We left there at
I've been
4.
getting my ass kicked 4 times.
4:30 a.m. we left Encore the other night, me and this old fart. 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, Jesus Christ, thank God for cocaine, am I right?
Anything over here?
Oh, I'll go with video poker at Mohican.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Video
You can
poker.
get a drink, you
Yeah.
can play, sitting there.
That's good stuff.
At the sports bar, right?
Yes.
You'll like this one. Jimmy Dore. I turn it on all the time, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
What's Jimmy Dore?
I watch
Irish?
it.
Is he Irish comedian or what is he? What is Jimmy do?
He's the political comedian
Oh.
God.
on
Yeah, he's
YouTube.
obsessed.
He just played at
The Wilbur.
the
Oh, he
Wilbur.
did?
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Oh my God.
At some point, when you like, for her, it's like Jesus Christ.
I like
Yeah.
it too.
Stop
Ex-
listening to
ex-
that. But he's just like
It's just
anti everything.
you get him. You love that.
But I just turn it on just to.
Love it.
Lisa,
You
anything
enjoy
for you?
it.
You want to chime in, lovely Lisa?
There's no sports on. I like to watch Disney musicals.
Disney musical
Oh.
movies.
Disney musical movies. I don't think we've ever done this.
That's so cute. That's sweet.
That's why you guys get along.
That's what you're watching tonight, Rick?
I don't know if that's in my.
That's very sweet.
my repertoire.
You're all sports, she's Disney, love stories.
Yeah.
All right.
Table one. Anybody else?
Well, I'd like to add to mine.
Do it.
I'm gonna add to it. There's more. But wait, there's more.
Yes, I love it.
So as long as the wife is gone for an extended period of time, and she hasn't returned before Jaws is done, and I'm sitting there naked, eating my steak and cheese, watching Jaws, I will put Lifetime movies on immediately after that.
Lifetime?
Lifetime.
Oh God, I can't even go watch your band after that. Anything else? Anybody else over there? Come on, chime in, Moriarty.
I just like pissing people off in the morning with a nice posting on Facebook.
Yeah, you're very good at that.
You're the master of that.
You are very good at
We
that.
love you for that.
It's a pleasure of mine.
We love you for that.
Yeah. Anybody over there? LPP, gonna chime in?
TikTok.
Yes.
TikTok.
TikTok.
I'm on TikTok.
I thought
Yeah.
she was gonna say big.
Me too.
Everybody's guilty pleasure.
She's not guilty about that. She's not guilty
TikTok.
about that.
When you feel guilty afterwards.
Anything else, Christine? Anything else for you? One more?
Guilty pleasure. I don't know.
Jimmy naked on the
Ooh.
weekend? Watching
No,
Jaws?
yeah,
With
watch
Jimmy
it.
naked?
With
With a
Jimmy,
steak
with
and
Jimmy
cheese
naked with a
sub
steak.
and,
That might be it. Yeah, that Jimmy Hurley.
I
That
can
Jimmy.
picture you watching Jaws with Jimmy naked, and we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Exactly.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. I won't tell them the white couch story.
No, always extra mayo on that steak.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's Captain
I mean, I'd start out that way.
Ty, happy birthday to April, right?
Happy birthday, April.
April, and we didn't see Cole Trickle today. I thought he was coming down for a guest appearance.
No.
Shut that down.
Growing pains.
Anybody else want to add anything before we sign off on tonight's episode?
Thank you. This was lovely.
Who's called Trickle?
This is
My
his son.
8-month-old son.
Cold Trickle?
Well, his name is Cole, so I'm
but
tapping
Ricky
Cole
calls him Cole
Trickle.
Trickle.
You know why?
Days of Thunder.
Oh my God.
Cole Trickle, baby. Robin's racing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Robin's racing.
Oh.
He's huge. He's bigger than Rick.
He is.
Oh, so
But
cute.
he's a big boy.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's not going to be as fast, but he's bigger than me.
Oh, these are the good days, honey.
8 months.
Wait till they turn 18 and fuck your whole life up.
We were talking about that with Patty and Brian. They said, well, when it's all said and done, you basically thought you were empty nesters?
Yeah. Oh,
You're basically going to have everybody back, I would say, within a year.
He's bigger than Rick.
As soon as Andy and JT get
Are
hooked
you
up, they're going to move
shitting
in,
me?
save money. Pat's there hanging out.
He turns 9 months on the
he's a
15th.
All right. Anyway, episode 44
18
in the
months.
books. We want to thank you guys for coming out. It was great. We had the most impressive.
Oh,
Christine
very
Hurley.
much. Thank you.
We enjoyed every second of it.
I love these guys. We go
was a lot of
go
fun.
way back. I
It
love
was a
them,
lot of fun, and you actually made the mistake of saying you'd come back sometime.
and I will. I will come back. Absolutely.
We just want to see which T-shirt you
If
get
you will
next,
have me,
too.
ooh,
The
we'll
golden
have
banana.
Oh,
was tonight.
golden banana representing,
Lisa used to frequent there all
representing.
the time.
You take Lisa there all the time.
Well, she used to go all the time.
Oh, she used to go.
Yeah.
I look at the pussy. It's like I've never been there.
All right. Anyway, that'll be the guilty pleasure after
Yep,
show.
that- exactly.
All right.
exactly.
So get them up, guys. Get them up, Dougie. Get anything to
Thanks,
get up.
everybody. Good job,
Thanks for
guys.
showing up.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me. This
See
was
you guys
a
next
delight. A delight.
Take care.
Loved it.